Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans and worldwide, I hope we are all in the same page that I'm providing very, very crucial, very, very important civil justice for myself, and some multitasking is the wisdom when what this civil justice is all about. So now I explained how the ex parte processing on the software level is scandal. Right. Then, okay, so that is a very hierarchy level scandal of Vatican, Pope Francis. Then what more of a crime? Then there should have been an eligibility checklist that should have been provided in the divorce processing for who is eligible to file for ex parte. So they never provided that softer logic also. Can you all see crime in a crime in a crime in a crime? So this session is all about that only. So when I'm reading, then you all will know who in the earth is eligible to file for ex parte. So first of all, there should not be any ex parte. But even if it is there, who in the earth is eligible to file for ex parte is what all this civil justice is all about. Okay. Now this civil justice is according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. So that means who gave the divorce law book to the USA to destroy the divorce processing? It is Pope Francis, France leader, and Sicily Archbishop. And above all, it is Queen Elizabeth. So they all have to pay the price, right? Because they destroyed every single operation of divorce processing. From child tax credit to child custody to child placement to processing tax fraud to alimony spousal support tax fraud to then child support tax fraud to then ex parte also. Don't you all think DCF must be sealed and shut down immediately because it's a deadliest crime, my dear fellow mankind? And yes, and I also want to provide a very highest level overview that I took pictures, the images, which I already always use it on the last sentence in my description in my video sessions, right? It's all an educational purposes only. So I picked and chose all the images from the online, and it is all about the human anatomy. Okay, so I just want to provide a heads up for you all as an overview that yes, if it's going to be human anatomy, the image is going to have skeletal system, okay, and also it's going to display the skeletal system for a difference between a man and a woman like that. And I hope it's all in an educational biology. Even if you're going to the school, then biology students will get to learn all these only. So I provided in that ethical educational purposes only, so nothing more or nothing less. So I just want to provide that upfront before I'm going to read the civil justice sign off. Okay, because each and every single display of the screenshot is a crime of Vatican. So that many crimes is accumulated in this one session itself. Means imagine there is more crime display of Pope Francis. I have to display. So all the sessions I'm just providing is only for the audience, adult audience only. So it's all in an ethical, educational, public awareness, birthrights awareness alone. So I just want to make sure on that, okay? So that we all can be on the same page, and because I have to provide more scandal display, right? So this is just only ex parte part, and with this the ex parte part of the Department of Children Families provided deadliest scandal will be ended, because that many crimes are displayed on the ex parte umbrella law. So one side softer line codes destroyed, the other side the important Department of Justice processing for divorce process that needs to be taken care of, that is never even provided. Are they humans? And Pope Francis says he's a god of USA. So he's a cursed one. He's the filthiest one after all. He's in Islam. I already said he don't know. He's never a Christian, my dear fellow mankind. And you please keep on working. What's the difference between Pope Francis and the total male population? That is very important for you all to work on, okay? So with that said, there is lots of screenshots. I will work on to read it loud, Instead of reading out all the text, it's going to take for a long time. Otherwise, I will say this section is all about, this screenshot is all about like that on a very high level, so that if at all you need, you can look into the screenshots. Okay, I will work on which processing is okay for me. I will work on that. So this session is all about what? One more time. I have taken the images on a human anatomy images. It has a skeletal system, it has a muscular system, it has a respiratory system, it has a the bones, right? And fetus, like that. So that's how I can educate the government of all nations, educate all the male population, educate all the female population, who in the earth is having the highest eligibility to file for Exparte. So first of all, the crime is there should never be any Exparte in the divorce process. That is a crime. But even if they are providing Exparte, who in the earth is eligible to file for Exparte? So that is, nobody knows. President Joe Biden being a lawyer, never knew. Kamala Harris being a lawyer, never knows. Amy, Elizabeth Warren being a woman, they never know. They are lawyers only, lawmakers, they never know. Bernie Sanders, Mitt Romney, they are all lawmakers, they never know. Presidents, they never know. Vice presidents, they never know. At least doctors could have educated, doctors never know. Dr. Brown, Dr. Brincher, Fauci should have educated, they never know who is having the highest eligibility. Okay, how about the Supreme Court judges? Supreme Court male judges could have educated, they never know. And Supreme Court female judges, they could have educated, they never know who is having the, who should have the highest eligibility IMPASSE to file for Exparte. When nobody knows, where only the civilians will go. Then this foolish, insane, broken Department of Justice lawyers and criminals will take that exploited system as for granted, and they will be exploiting the innocent population forever and stamping them with whatever stones of shame in the name of Exparte, isn't it? And it will impact in the public services, it will impact in the medical services, it will impact everywhere. Do they have any common sense? So yeah, this is a live proof that why the Republican government and the Democrat government and Senate, Congress, GOP, vice presidents, presidents, mayors, governors, Department of Health Services, Department of Children Families, Department of Workforce Division, Department of IRS, everything is wrong, my dear fellow mankind. Everything is wrong. So this Exparte on the highest level created for what? Only for tax revenue, and it is classified as a Holocaust Nazism process model. So who created Nazism after all? Who created Holocaust? It is Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II and absolute monarchs, Islam leaders alone, nobody else. God of true Christianity never created this Exparte in the first place. Hitler never created Exparte, my dear fellow mankind. You all never created, I never created, governments never created, then who? If you're going to quarantine everything and check means who alone is left out in the entire quarantine processing? The Satans called absolute monarchs. So here I froze Pope Francis. He cannot move here or left or right, isn't it? He has to say whether he knows what is Exparte. When he is the one who gave the divorce, Holocaust Nazism hell mandate law book to the USA to fool USA operations and destroy USA divorce processing operation, or he has to say he don't know Exparte. Either ways we won the case, isn't it? I won the case. USA nation has to pay me $1,500,000 trillion for deadliest crime provided in the Exparte processing of divorce process alone. Can you all see how I have to educate everything, and everything relates, and this last session ends that confirmation of why, who is eligible, who alone is eligible to file for Exparte, right? So I will work on to see how fast as I can provide this, okay? Now, homework assignment for you all. Do you all know, for your birthrights, always forever, biological moms only forever, until earth blasts, have highest impasse eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce process? Yes or no? I, Vedapriya Prose, handcuffed Antichrist Pope Francis, President Joe Biden, Senate, Congress, GOP, House of Representatives, Queen Elizabeth II, France leader, Sicily Archbishop, co-princes of Andorra, absolute monarchs faces, Islam male or female leaders worldwide, Pope Cairo, Egypt, Pope Greece, then Pope Russia, then Pope of USA, then Pope Asia nations to kneel down before entire women population, and I proved I am only one true woman in the earth. Now please tell me why not even one educated man, why not even one educated woman knows that only biological moms must have the highest eligibility to file for ex parte in the divorce process. What education does the educated population even need? You all tell me. Why nobody in the earth called as humans in the human kingdom knows always forever women are double innocent on a very basic gender level identification? Why? Can you all get it? Why? Yes, it is what you all thinking. It is Pope Francis, the Antichrist, destroyed the brains of human operations. That is how he fooled the educated population in a meticulously way, in an operation called success, isn't it? He indeed fooled all the population. The entire divorce process is wrong. One part is wrong, part A is wrong, part B is wrong, everything of the divorce processing is wrong. A nation providing injusticeful to the divorce processing to the civilians in the divorce processing, that nation must be sealed and shut down. So that means as of this moment, USA is disqualified to be nation. How many times disqualified? Can you all count the disqualified count because of the crime count? It's one and the same. Crime 1, disqualified 1. Crime 2, disqualified 2 means how many crimes are accumulated, right? How many crimes are accumulated. Now, what is more birthright? Do you all know for your birthrights, when males files for ex parte, regardless of biological dads or foster dads or surrogate dads, it is classified as identity theft classification of crime of Vatican. For Pope Francis only created foolish men and only educated foolish men to file for ex parte in divorce process? Yes or no? Are you all aware of it? In the divorce processing, males do not have any bit of eligibility to file for ex parte on the gender level itself. So even on the gender level, they are not eligible. Even on the biological dad or stepdad or foster dad or surrogate dad's level also, they are not eligible. Because on the gender level itself, they are not eligible. Then everything else becomes invalid. Regardless of whatever they are category, they are not eligible to file for ex parte in the divorce processing. And if at all they filed for ex parte with or without awareness, what is that crime classification? It comes under the identity theft classification of crime. Now, that means who in this entire ex parte filing life cycle process is the true criminal? Is the true that should be dropped in the volcano? Quarantine all the male population who filed for ex parte in the divorce population worldwide. Quarantine Pope Francis one side. Quarantine France leader and Sicily Archbishop one side, because they are the co-princes of the Andorra. That is the hidden treasure, I would say, to crack down on the scandal of the Vatican. It's the deadliest Islam paganism. Communism facility is headquartered in Andorra, Spain. Nobody knows, right? Because everybody has their Christian names to fool USA. Now you have to quarantine Queen Elizabeth II alone, and quarantine Pope Francis alone, and quarantine France leader and Sicily Archbishop, the co-princes of Andorra, Spain, one side. Then quarantine The male population provided ex parte filing in the divorce process. So who is innocent for you? In my book of civil law, it is the male population who filed for ex parte, the divorce population are innocent. And who are not innocent? Pope Francis is not innocent. Queen Elizabeth II is not innocent. France leader and Archbishop, Sicily Archbishop is not innocent. And all the Islam leaders are not innocent. And absolutely, United States of American nation, the Department of Justice organization, whether be it criminal law, criminal lawyers or civil law, whatever lawyers, they are nowhere innocent. I mean, they are at fault but innocent. Sorry. So who are not innocent I provided. So who are innocent and at fault means the male population provided ex parte are innocent and at fault. They don't know what they did. And the lawyers, whether be it criminal lawyers or civil lawyers, who they are the one who injected the toxin to the male population to induce them to, meaning they provide brainwashing processing. Hey, there's an ex parte filing, file that, means it is the criminal lawyers or the civil lawyers who inject the toxins to the innocent male population to file for ex parte. So in all this innocent, the male population filed for ex parte in the divorce process also comes under the innocent category. So allowed to live free, bail out. The lawyers also innocent identified, so they are also allowed to live free. Who is not allowed to live free here? Whoever created ex parte in the first place must get out of the earth in the volcano. They must be fried, because how many generations came, how many generations passed out, how many divorce population got tortured because of ex parte's abuse of power crime. Right? So this is how I'm going to provide the life proof here. I see we are all on the same page here. Whatever I'm displaying now, I already, the Department of Justice is aware of it. Because I already said, right, when I was filing the lawsuit against all nations for $50,000 trillion and our state of Wisconsin for $500 billion, and Department of Health Services, Department of Children and Families, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Workforce Division for $500 billion each, I provided the workflow and also the logics of how the ex parte should be checked off. You must be provided with an eligibility. Who in the earth is eligible to file for ex parte Act? First of all, ex parte should not be there. Okay, it's there because Pope Francis created. Even if it is there more, then who is eligibility? That needs to be provided. That they never provided. 500 years passed. It's the deadliest crime. Now, what is the softer logic should be? I provide in a very high level, okay? To identify eligibility for which gender alone can file for ex parte in the divorce process as of April 7th of 2021 is, this is how the logic goes. I've just provided that in the screenshot also, okay? If man is equal to S, then man is always innocent, created from dust. And if woman is equal to S, then woman is double innocent always, for created from dust and reborn of a man, as in true Christianity alone. Then MAN.SPERM equal to S and OVUM.WOMAN is equal to S means what? In that softer line of code I provided, always sperm means man, always women means ovum. That's what it is all about. This is how the program logic will be written. Then in pregnancy life cycle, where zygote cell is formed, where placenta is formed, where umbilical cord is formed, where water content in the womb is formed, where fetus embryo grows in entire approximately 10 long months, that is approximately 30 to 40 weeks, in which gender holds the fetus, which gender gets labor pain, which gender welcomes boy babies or girl babies to the earth, regardless of employed or unemployed or retired or richest or poorest or anywhere in between, which gender have extended chest, mammary glands, which gender provides breast milk, that is blood cells converted as breast milk, which gender have mensuration life cycle, which gender have menopause where menstruation life cycle stops. Is it man's womb? Is it, if yes, only then man, regardless of biological dad or surrogate dads or foster dads, is eligible to file for ex parte Holocaust hell mandate. So first level, ex parte should not be even there. That's a $1 trillion scandal. I already explained. But even if it is available for processing, this is how they have to check which gender is eligibility, having the eligibility to even file for ex parte in the first place. So they never provided that eligibility check. That is a crime. They should have provided this in the amendments chart, my dear fellow mankind. There is no amendment chart clearly written for divorce. That itself is a $1 trillion crime. And for that crime alone, all the presidents of USA who are living must be going to the jail right now. Right? Okay. Is it man's womb? Or if yes, only then man, regardless of biological dad or surrogate dads or foster dads, is eligible to file for ex parte Holocaust mandate. Okay, so that logic, this is how the software logic will work. So then the answer will be no, right? So then it comes to the next logic. Else, is it woman's womb? If yes, only then there will be switch case 1 and switch case 2. Meaning conditional 1 and conditional 2. What is condition 1? If biological mom is equal to yes, and then and only then, yes, biological mom's eligibility passed and can file for ex parte. Okay. And I, hold on a second, I provided biological moms. So if biological mom is equal to yes and only then yes, biological mom's eligibility passed and can file for ex parte. Then switch case 2, eligibility 2 is what? If surrogate mom S is equal to S or foster mom is equal to S, only then, yes, surrogate moms or foster moms eligibility passed and can file for ex parte. Note, check all the algorithm logics and accumulate eligibility count. End. This is how the program logic will end. Okay. Then there will be error handling also. Error handling means whenever that error is throwing up, then how to handle it. That's what it's error handling all about. And it's always a resolution process. So then resolution of as of April 7th is what? Seal and shut down 7 hills of Rome, Vatican for humane endangerment and divorce process endangerment and women endangerment immediate in next 1 second. Antichrist Pope Francis must resign now and President Joe Biden must resign now. Okay, so then the software application must display, then the pop-up will display. How it will be displaying? Then the software application must display civil justice as of April 7th of 2021 is message, public awareness birthrights to 193 nations USA and 7.9 plus billions of humans is always forever. Biological moms have highest IMPASSE eligibility to file for ex parte any time, any moment, any second in divorce process only in Holy Bible guidelines of true Christianity alone is a proof Why? USA provided wrongful divorce ex parte Holocaust Nazism ex parte hell mandate for past 500 years, 2019, 2020, 2021. And why? Department of Health Services, Department of Revenue Services, Department of Children Family, Department of Justice, Department of Workforce Divisions provided ex parte hell mandate, tax fraud mandate. So all public sectors of USA must be sealed and shut down in next 1 second. I only can bail out USA. So that means even if there is a foster mom and the surrogate mom, eligibility level for highest only for biological moms. Get it? So let's say there is a foster mom and then there is a surrogate mom and biological mom in the civil justice weighing machine. Who gets the highest eligibility to file for ex parte? Always forever biological moms, according to the true Christianity. So this is a life proof, my dear fellow mankind, that US is a absolute Islam communism, Zionism, paganism nation. They don't know true Christianity. That is why the doctors, they mock at the true Christianity, isn't it? And now everybody got frozen. Pope got frozen, isn't it? I kept the knife on his neck and he has to say whether Pope knows what is ex parte, whether he knows what is a word called mom, whether he has heard about a word called biological mom. He's a god of USA. You should have known all these things. If you don't know, then why on the earth he is also in the Vatican Palace in the first place? Just throw him on the volcano is what I will say. Right. Now, I have provided another screenshot that says Pope Francis must resign. And it's a Catholic civil war. It's an indirect message to the United States of American government. And I also provided another screenshot wherein I proved that federal poverty chart provided by Department of Health Services to USA is also wrong. It's all related. Nothing is separate. Everything is related. Okay. Then, okay. So then, I would like to read you all the screenshots. If it's taking long time, that's also fine. I will still go ahead and read it, okay? Public awareness and birth rights. Do you all know man's DNA is extended version of rib bone of a man is only women, is a proof of God, of true Christianity, of humans process, is miracle, intelligent design of God, known only to God, and that is why always men innocent and always women double innocent. So that is why always forever double innocent personification, biological moms alone have highest impasse eligibility to file for ex parte in the divorce process, as in true Christianity, Holy Bible guidelines, yes or no. So I proved the wrongful classified as human endangered, pollution to humanity, ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, tax fraud, crime, USA Department of Justice Services, Department of Health Services, Department of Children Families, Department of Revenue Services, Department of Justice, Department of Workforce Division must be sealed and shut down, is civil justice served, as in Holy Bible guidelines only. Antichrist Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, and USA President Joe Biden must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader now, and interim leader of USA now with civil justice served. Because I know what is human system, I know what is the true meaning of DNA and mRNA, right? And I know what are the important, crucial processing of human operating system. So I should take the lead. I should be the global poverty leader, medical director for all nations, and should be the supreme family law judge, children law judge, medical law judge, final law judge, insurance law judge, right? And that's how I can even guide all the nations the rightful way. Okay. Then public awareness and birth rights is, do you all know the internal and external organs and emotions and feelings of babies of any genders is created in the womb of a man, the womb of a woman, always, and welcome to earth from women, human operating system process model used by true God of true Christianity, and God's labor known only to God, and nobody knows how gender of babies created in the womb is a miracle process. So that is why always biological moms alone have highest IMPASSE eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce process as in true Christianity, Holy Bible guidelines only. Yes or no? For proved wrongful, classified as humane, endangered, pollution to human ex parte to humanity, ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, tax fraud, crime, USA, DHS, DCF, IRS, DOJ, TWD must be sealed and shut down if civil justice served as in Holy Bible guidelines only. Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, and USA President Joe Biden must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader and interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. Public awareness and birthrights. Do you all know why men are innocent always for created dust, and why women are always double innocent and created from dust and bone of a man, and physical human operating system differs from man and women, and yet miracle is always share one common 10th cranial nerve is reproductive organs, and men have one genital organ and women have two genital organs and reproductive organs. And because babies of any gender is created in the womb of a woman always, so that is why always for our double innocent personification, biological moms alone have highest IMPASSE eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce processes in true Christianity, Holy Bible guidelines, yes or no? For provided wrongful classified as humane, endangered, pollution to humanity, ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, tax fraud, crime, USA Department of Health Services, Department of Children Families, Department of Revenue Services, Department of Justice, Department of Workforce Division must be sealed and shut down now is civil justice served, and as in Holy Bible guidelines only. So Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, and USA President Joe Biden must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader and interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. Then, do you all know? Then I provided the screenshot for all the blood groups, right? So that's also comes under okay, I will read it anyways. So do you all know why men are innocent always for created from dust, and why women are always double innocent and created from dust and the rib-bone of a man, and physical human operating system differs for man and a woman, and yet miracle is always share one common 10th cranial nerve is reproductive organs, and men have one genital organ and women have two genital organs and reproductive organs, and because babies of any gender is created in the womb of a woman always. So that is why always for our double innocent personification, biological moms alone have highest IMPASSE eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce processes in true Christianity, Holy Bible guidelines, yes or no? So for I provided wrongful classified as human engagement, pollution to humanity, ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, tax fraud, crime, USA DHS, DCF, IRS, DOJ, DWD must be sealed and shut down now is civil justice served as in Holy Bible guidelines only. So Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, and USA President Joe Biden must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader and interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. Then public awareness and birthrights. It's again, do you all know? Because each and every screenshot is different. So the earlier session, it's about the blood groups. Now this session, I'm displaying about the skeletal system. It talks about one side, it displays how when the skeletal system is having the muscle and the skin, how the humans look. Otherwise, how humans will look if we are all having only skeletal systems, how we all will be looking. Then there would not be a pathway for even discriminating fellow mankind, isn't it? Because skeletal system is going to be one and the same for everybody. There would not be a need to discriminate for fellow mankind based out of the skin color, based out of the economy status, because the skeleton for male and female will be same or not the same, no matter what, regardless of nationality, regardless of ethnicity. Anyways, but educated population, they never knew this basic wisdom, isn't it? So I don't want to, because it's the same write-up, I don't want to repeat it one more time unless and there be need. Okay. Then the next one is, do you all know internal and external organs and emotions and feelings of babies of any genders is created in the womb of a man, woman, always, and welcome to earth from woman, human operating system process model used by true God of true Christianity and God's labor known only to God, and nobody knows how gender of babies created in the womb. It's a miracle process, right? So that is why always biological moms alone have highest impasse eligibility to file for ex parte in the divorce process as in true Christianity, Holy Bible guidelines only. So are you all aware of this basic rights or not? Yes or no? So for a provided wrongful classified human indigent pollution to humanity ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, tax fraud, crime, US Department of Health Services, Department of Children Families, Department of Revenue Service, Department of Justice, Department of Workforce divisions must be sealed and shut down. Now civil justice served as in Holy Bible guidelines only. Then, and you all know there are 206 bones, right? So 206 bones of the babies, be it boy babies or the girl babies, that's created in the womb of a woman only. So that is why double innocent women always has the highest eligibility to file for the ex parte in the divorce processing. Why this basic wisdom? Pope never knew. So you keep working on the difference between a Pope Francis versus the total male population. That will give you the correct answer. Got it? So then about the internal organs, there's another screenshot that talks about the lungs and the heart and the diaphragm. I provided that screenshot and same write-up only. It tells about how the emotions and everything is created for the babies in the womb of a woman, and that is why always double innocent women always have the highest eligibility to provide the ex parte. Then I provided a screenshot for brain and the heart. So women, pregnant women, they have the brain and the heart, but then in the womb there's another brain and a heart created for the being created for the fetus. Nobody knows how that is created. Doctors don't know. Year is 2021. What more of a proof anybody needs that it's only God created, right? So I provided that screenshot. Because can you all see this many proof I have to prove? Otherwise one sentence I can say, hey, only biological moms is eligible to get filed for ex parte means these educated doctors will not get it. They're fools. They have been fooling people all around, right? But with the screenshot, when I'm proving you the proof and I'm nailing down the forehead of Department of Health Services, nailing on the forehead of foolish Department Children Families, nailing on the forehead of Department of Revenue, Department of Justice, Department of Workforce Division, then they will get it what mistake they made and what is a crime is all about. They should never even have that processing, ex parte, all the budgeting allocated for that processing is a crime, tax fraud crime. Right, but with the screenshot with the proof, where will the public sectors of USA will have their face, or where will Bernie Sanders or Kamala Harris or President Joe Biden will have their face? I already said President Joe Biden is going to resign any moment, and there you go, it's happening right now. It's happening, right? At least he being a lawyer, he should have stepped up. It's not my job. He should have stepped up a long time back and should have educated USA, hey, just stop that ex parte processing. By default, always biological moms only can, if at all there be a ex parte, only biological moms alone can be, have that eligible to file. Why he never provided that? Why Kamala Harris is a woman? Why she never provided that? Can you see how Pope Francis fooled everybody and he fooled only the educated population? That is the fun part. Then I provided Psalm 139. So that is the life proof here, my dear fellow mankind. So here you go. What is the joke here? It's a joke or it's a fun or it's not even sarcasm because I'm proving it the proof, okay? It's not insulting too. No. Then what is this all about? According to Psalms chapter 139 verse, only double innocent women are eligible to file for ex parte in the divorce processing. So either Pope Francis has to say whether he knows what is Psalms. So that is the joke part. That's the fun part. Or Pope Francis, being a Christianity leader, should say, oh, see, I am Pope. I jumped from heaven. I am only busy wearing white burqa or whatever burqa crap and always say Holy Mary, whatever crap. I did not have time to know what is Psalms 139. Sorry. Either ways, I won the case. We won the case, right? It's a home run. I will read that Psalm 139 verse for you all so that we all can be on the same page. So I provided that screenshot also because it's a live proof here. Why the women only gets to have the highest eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce processing. It is written in the Holy Bible. So either President Joe Biden kept his hand on the Holy Bible and did whatever crap on the inauguration day, should say whether he knows what is Holy Bible, or he should say he don't know what is Holy Bible. Either ways he is going to resign. So what does Psalms 139 say? For you formed my inward parts. Means what? There are 7.9 plus billions of humans, right? All the adults were once upon a time this inside taking shelter in the womb only. They were created in the dark. It's clearly written, my dear fellow mankind. For you formed my inward parts, your heart, your brain, your nerves, your neurons, your hormones, your enzymes, your proteins, your amino acids, your DNA, your mRNA, everything written when you were in the womb of a woman. So that is why always the women, biological moms alone have the highest eligibility to file for the ex parte. Now why on the earth nobody even knew that? So can you see why Billy Graham is the one deadliest paganist in the whole entire planet Earth? Can you all see? Can you all understand why he is the deadliest human endangered? And he destroyed the human brains in the Christian population, right? Just to get the dollars. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret and skillfully wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Wrought means W-R-O-U-G-H-T. Your eyes saw my substance, being yet unformed, and in your book they all were written. Holy Bible is what? One more time. It's a book of life. Okay. And in your book, they all were written. The days fashioned for me, when as yet there were none of them. So, your birth date, your death date, who will be a true love, who will be your in-laws, who will you meet in your entire human life cycle. Everything, my dear fellow mankind, not written when you were welcome to the earth, even before you were welcome to the earth, when you were taking shelter on the darkest womb of a woman. Then that moment only God created you, me, everybody from just a dust particle. What more of the proof you all does even the Department of Health Services or Health Insurance or the USA government needed to provide, to mandate that only, always, forever, double innocent biological moms alone have the highest impulse to file for ex parte. First of all, ex parte should not be even there. There's never ex parte. There's no need for ex parte. So that itself is a one crime, Holocaust crime. So can you all see who exactly created Holocaust Nazism after all? It is Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II and Islam leaders, and who they put the, who was scapegoated in entire scandal. It is late Germany leader Hitler. Why? Because he banned tobacco and alcohol and also wanted to help the poverty, low income population to be lifted from poverty. Is it wrong what he did? No, right? He did what is humane standards, ethical standards, right? For that, he got scapegoated. So this is how the prosecution will be provided to the innocent population, and it's a track record. It's been a patterns of behavioral patterns. This is how the abusive absolute monarchs have been providing the scandal. Nobody knew. But the Holy Bible says who should get the rightful eligibility to file for ex parte, isn't it? So that means that even the Christians in the United States of America got fooled. So they never read Holy Bible correctly. I already said, only with the cleanest eyesight only, wisdom eyesight only, people can understand the Holy Bible verse correctly. Otherwise, it will destroy the human brains, and that's exactly what Billy Graham, Pope Francis, all those prostitutes did to the humanity in the Christianity world. Then I have also provided another screenshot that displays the hip bone and the baby. It's called like how the baby gets positioned, right? I took a screenshot. So it's only for an educational purpose, because I have to prove, right? Because it is always, that is who welcomes the babies to the earth. It is women gender. When it is women gender, then who should get the highest eligibility to file for ex parte? Always women. Why this basic knowledge nobody knows? So I have to provide the screenshot and explain it. This is $1 trillion scandal, 500 years of scandal, right? Every public sector got destroyed. I already said, one side softer world is in hot oil. The other side, a huge chunk of important Department of Justice and processing for have to be provided for divorce law is not even provided. Right? So ex parte part A, part B, part C, part D. This is the last session. So this last session displays what? With a confirmation that only biological moms have the highest eligibility to sign for ex parte, to file for ex parte. Right? Then I provided another screenshot that displays with the placenta of that and that fetus mood. People never have that idea, right? When they don't know, when they do not have the birth rights, where exactly is that babies are created, in which gender, that is the identification to prove which gender gets the highest eligibility to file for ex parte. Men can never ever file for ex parte until they get menstruation, until they get labor pain, until they get the extended mammary glands to provide breast milk, right? That's not going to happen. Let's keep it simple as that. That's not going to happen, right? Yeah, entertainment world can say that they made operations here and there and hormonal operations to want to get into a different gender mode, but there again it is Pope Francis who damaged their brains. He is going to pay the price. So I have to prove all the screenshot by screenshot and explain with a proof why always biological moms alone have the highest eligibility to file for ex parte. And for all the crime I displayed, I want Pope Francis to resign immediately. He can never be a god of USA. How can he be a god of USA? And how President Joe Biden can be president? So they are male genders, right? So they proved that they can never be males. They are not two men, after all. A true man definition is different in true Christianity alone. Right. And yeah, so those are the screenshots. Then I've provided a screenshot for the respiratory system. Do you all know that it is my understanding, if I'm wrong, just disregard it. Okay. According to my understanding, each civilian have two sets of lungs. One from the fetus level to be newborn mode, and then the right before when the newborn mode to unpuntal coffin. That is why they also see for the telltale signs, they say, right? Is the baby crying when welcome to the earth, like that. That's all a life proof that how it is God breathes the oxygen to the nostrils of the human to live. So people should say whether they know what is Holy Bible, true Christianity, or they have to say they don't know. Then I have to provide the week 1 to week 40, right? That screenshot. So that means men are not holding those babies in their wombs. It is the women. So it is women should get the highest eligibility to file for Exparte. Then nervous system screenshot. Then I provided the cranial nerves screenshot. Then I provided the spinal cord screenshot. Then I also provided the extended mammary glands called breast for women. So people should know it's an anatomy, right? Well, then when people knows everything God's creation is holy, then people will never even bother to mock at the fellow mankind, regardless of gender. I already said, right? It is the blood cells that is converted to become the food given by God, called as manna only in true Christianity. In true Christianity alone, God created food is called as manna. Means nobody knows how that food is created, but it still be created in God's labor, right? Nobody knows. Even women don't know worldwide, my dear fellow mankind. Nobody knows how the breast milk is created, and it is created only from the blood cells. And abruptly it will stop. And it will be only provided on that specific time. So that means, do you all know how? No, right? Even I don't know. Nobody knows here. Doctors don't know. But then, so then that means even in the gender level, it is always the males who discriminate the females as the lowest castaway genders worldwide. I already said, India is one nation where women are treated less than dirt. And of course, Islam leaders by default, And USA, thinking USA is one Christian nation. No, it is one paganism Islam nation too. Here also women are treated less than dirt. So worldwide it's the same. One and the same in different versions. Europe version, American version, Asian version, like that. We can work on that versions part of the scandal. That's all. So I provided that screenshot for the breast of the women. It's an anatomy of the mammary glands, right? It comes under the education purposes only. I just want to make sure on that. So nobody knows how that milk is created from the woman. So because of this, the physical changes happens very fast and aging fastest is with gender. Women, right? It's women. They get, and one fine day, even the menstruation cycle will stop, menopause. So that means in divorce processing, who should get the highest eligibility to file ex parte? Always biological moms only. So why this basic wisdom nobody knew? Why nobody knew? So do you all know forever pregnant women worldwide without gender discrimination? So they are the ones who do not any discriminate. A pregnant woman having a baby boy will feed the breast milk. A pregnant woman having a baby girl will feed the breast milk. A pregnant woman will not say, oh, this is a boy baby, I will not feed the breast milk. Oh, this is a girl baby, I will not feed the breast milk. No. So that is why the excellent caregiver in entire gender life cycle is always forever women. Even in displaying the true love mode, always women only. Men can never complain or whine why it is always women, women, women. Oh, like that. No, it is, I'm talking the truth. This, right? Even in displaying the true love at the cost of death mode, it's always women only will be one step ahead of displaying the true love in the true love cycle processing also. That is why a true woman always stands outside in the crowd and has the highest standard of living. Simplest way of living. It's not very fancy. Fearing true God alone, nobody else. Die for true God alone at the cost of death. Right. And which type of population has this kind of a quality, attributes, telltale signs? Always, forever. I know you're going to get annoyed and you have to take it. You have to digest the truth. This is the truth. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, always, forever. It is true Israelite, tribe, Christian, Jews. They have this highest level of standard of living. They fear only true God. They can never yield to sexual immorality. They have absolute infinite talent. People will be wondered how on the earth this talent is provided to them. They are foolish, right? The non-Israelites and the non-Christians, they are fools. They just will not get the truth. The simplest truth is what? The true Israelites will fear only true God, nobody else. Got it? So tell me why nobody knew. You do all know forever pregnant women worldwide without gender discrimination means, can you see? Males only treat women as low as trash. But women, regardless of the baby's gender, will provide the breast milk that is created from the blood cells. Right. So that is why the biological moms must get the highest priority to file for Exparte. Nobody, males, they cannot file for Exparte. So that means how cunning way this Pope Francis, he destroyed everything. So that's the proof here, right? Without this proof, then people say, see how like that. Now there's a screenshot, Holy Bible verses there, everything is there, live proof is there. I kept knife on the neck of Pope Francis, tearing down cell by cell of Queen Elizabeth II, for destroyed all the national operations. Every nations worldwide are freaked out, right? Without gender discrimination, holds babies in the womb approximately 10 months, 38 weeks to 40 weeks, and welcomes boy babies and or girl babies to holiest planet Earth, and feeds God of true Christianity alone created food called manna, means created from blood cells of women genders post-pregnancy, and stops abruptly. Nobody knows how and why is a proof of God-given food. So that is why always biological moms alone have highest impasse eligibility to file for Exparte in divorce process, as in true Christianity, Holy Bible guidelines only. Yes or no? Or you're aware of it or not? So for I provided wrongful, classified as humane, endangered, pollution to human, ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism, hell mandate, tax fraud, crime, USA, DHS, DCF, IRS, DOJ, DWD must be sealed and shut down. Now is civil justice served, as in Holy Bible guidelines only. Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, and USA President Joe Biden must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader now and interim leader of USA now. Is civil justice served? And then I provided another screenshot for sperm and a ovum. It's all comes under the education classification only, right? Sperm means men, reproductive organs, and ovum means reproductive organs. So then what is a fertilization? Fertilization means sperm and the ovum is needed to create an egg, the embryo, the zygote they call it. So that is called as a fertilization process. That's all I'm providing on a very highest level. But for me, I just wanted to provide a proof. Okay, in the pregnant life cycle, who gets impregnated? It's the women who get the pregnant more, right? Their belly gets big. The men belly does not get big. So who must get the highest eligibility to have the ex parte in the divorce cycle? Always women. That is why, that is the scope and objective of how I have to provide each and every single screenshot of a human anatomy, all for educational purposes only. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, and then there is that last part of the civil justice which I want to read, and that is, when double innocent, always women only have highest impasse eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce process. How Department of Health Services signed poison, ex parte, Holocaust, Nazism mandate divorcial process in 50 states of US in past 500 years, 2019, 2020, 2021, and why Prostitute, Pope Francis leader, France leader, and Sicily Archbishop, co-princes of Andorra, gave Vatican abuse of law handbook to USA, and USA 50 states lawmakers, criminal judge, Supreme Court judge, then civil judge, civil Supreme Court judges, criminal lawyers, civil lawyers, Republican or Democrat Senate, GOP, Congress, House of Representatives, mayors, governors, presidents, vice presidents provided ex parte tax for crime. And here is already 2021. Did education fail humanity or did humanity fail education? I, Vedapriya Prose, proved root cause for any or all of USA government errors, and I want civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines only. So civil justice as of April 3rd of 2021 is Antichrist Pope Francis must resign now, and I, Vedapriya Prose, must be the Vatican leader now. 46th President lawyer, Democrat Joe Biden of USA must resign now, and I, Native Indian tribe, true owner of USA, must be the interim leader of USA now. At fault and found guilty of crimes of Vatican DCF agency in all 50 states of USA must be sealed and shut down in next 1 second for classified human endangerment and tax fraud crime, and I alone can bail out DCF agency of USA, nobody can. So USA must pay tax-free $1,500,000 trillion to IM in next 1 second, and state of Wisconsin must pay tax-free $500 billion to IM, and USA DCF agencies per state times 50 states is 50 times 50, tax-free $2,500 billion to IM. I, Vedapriya Prose, proved Medicaid, Medicare of USA in all 50 states is wrong, and it is crime of at fault found guilty of USA. USA must pay me salary of at least tax-free $1 trillion for I displayed Medicaid, Medicare, 500 years of 2019, 2020, 2021 scandal of Department of Health Services to USA. So homework assignment is, do you all know for your birthrights, always, forever, biological moms, regardless of employed or unemployed or retired, have highest impasse eligibility to file for ex parte in divorce process? Yes or no? Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now, my dear fellow mankind. Have a good day.